Good morning! You know how I had 3 inserts in my traveler's notebook? Well, ever since the day I spent at the park, I've been thinking so much about if this even represents who I am. And I know this seems like such a small thing to be worrying over, but I want to figure things out about myself, and I like thinking about myself, sometimes a little bit too much. I decided I'm only going to use this journal for putting my thoughts and writing, like mind dumping. Still using the Muji 0.38. I prefer the 0.5, but the 0.38 is growing on me. And the other inserts that I have, like my reading notebook, I can just carry around with me. It's not that big of a deal. But what I'm having conflicting thoughts about is the sketchbook. There's maybe 4 or 5 pages left in this refill. And what I've been wanting to try out is using the same notebook for sketches as well as for like little diary entries, but I don't know if I'm ready to commit yet. So I guess moving forward I'll just bring this separately if I need to, but I really want to carry my diary with me everywhere because that's the whole purpose, that's the whole point, to note down observations and answer questions or write down thoughts or cool quotes I find on the go instead of storing it on my phone. ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ downtown ਸੀਗੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਆ ਵੀ pick up ਕੀਤੀ notebook. ਇਹ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ watercolor notebook. So ਇਹ 'ਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ 20 page ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ page ਆ perforated ਆ. So I can tear them apart if I need to and kind of use them like a postcard. I'm excited to try this out. I've been really getting into watercolor again. I actually have been practicing. This is my sketchbook, the one I've been using for years. At least, well, one of them. I started this, let's see, December 12th, 2021. Some random little testing watercolor paint.
Double shot? Lars.
Eventually we found a huge one, but I think we were blindsided because we were the coffee. Thank you. I am.
How are they all so good? It's so good. Uniqlo, white tee, tank top, and the comfiest linen pants. It's been a while since I filmed. Time got away from me, but I'm back. I got this cup from Aunt Pottery. She makes the most beautiful ceramic pieces, and I actually got this earlier in May when I went to Trinity Bellwoods. I haven't used it since I've gotten it because technically this is for tea or espresso, and I haven't had tea or espresso in a while. So we will make some today. I actually only have chamomile or orange pico, and I kind of want this one right now, even though it's like 11 a.m. So I'm just going to steep this in cold water. Like iced tea would be nice. I don't know if iced chamomile would be nice, but it is okay. I'm not gonna steep it in hot water. This is not how you're supposed to make tea, but it's a really warm day and I want nothing more than a cold drink. It's definitely gonna take a little while to brew. I'm going to add a little bit of ice. So the last time I filmed, I believe I was reading what I talked about when I talk about running. Since then, which has been actually a month or so, I've read The Perks of Being a Wallflower and When Breath Becomes Air, and I tried to read Agua Viva again for the third time. I can't read this. I've tried so many times, and I've gotten to page 29 before I had to put it down. Maybe one day, a couple years from now, I can have the mental capacity to understand the philosophical nature of a spectre, but it's not happening anytime soon. Instead, last night I read a little bit of Little Woman, and already I am so hooked onto this. May passed without me filming anything, and that's because I've been spending a lot of time seeing my friends and hanging out with them, talking, going to random places. So that has been really rejuvenating. At the same time, May has been the most yin-yang kind of month. Every day there would be something that was phenomenal or really uplifting, really inspiring that would happen, and then later in the day it would be the opposite. I think it's really nice with YouTube and with filming is that it's not something that has to be done, or I don't have to constantly be filming, whereas in other areas of my life, those deadlines, they're always pending, and this feels more like a passion, creative project. This is my entire creativity, and I get to dictate how much I film, what I film, and that autonomy is something that I really appreciate. I'm going to finish jotting down some of the reflection questions that I have going on.